I built a 1 to 400 scale replica of Detroit Metropolitan City International Airport. This airport is a super hub for Delta Airlines as it serves Delta through 3 concourses. So let's dive straight into today's airport update of DTW. To start off our airport update, we will start off at Concourse A at the McNair Terminal at Detroit. This serves Delta, Delta Connection, Aeromexico, Air France, and WestJet. Here at Gate 2 at Concourse A, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-300, or known as the Flying Pencil. This aircraft is receiving some luggage as well as some fuel for a flight out to San Francisco. Then at Gate 4, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A320, which is receiving catering for a flight out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Operating for a Delta A319, we have a Northwest Airlines Airbus A319, which is going to be receiving some luggage soon for a flight out to Austin, Texas. Over here is the classic Delta Connection E170, which is first arriving at the gate from a flight from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As you can see, the first crew is being departing from the gate. Here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321. This aircraft is going to be boarding up soon for a flight out to Boston, Massachusetts. Over here at the gate, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200, which is currently deboarding its luggage from a flight from Orlando MCO. Over here with a view of the SkyTram in the back, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the SkyTeam livery, which is just beginning to board up for a flight out to New York LaGuardia. Many of you have been wondering where I buy my model airplanes. I buy them from dgpilot.com, and if you use coupon code HI10 on the GeminiJets pre-orders, as well as the NG Models pre-orders by October 11th, 11:59 p.m. US Central Time, you will get 10% off your order. Simply type in HI10 at the coupon code box, and I'll shout you out in the next video. Thank you. And pulling into the gate here, gate A20, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. This one's in the Atlanta Braves World Champion special emblem livery, and this plane is just arriving at the gate from a flight from Salt Lake City, Utah. At the gate receiving its first crew and luggage, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321 in the thank you special livery. This aircraft is receiving its crew as well as some luggage for a flight out to Washington Reagan. And over here, this aircraft just arrived at gate A26. We have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo, also a new model. This aircraft just arrived at the gate from a flight from, we will say, Seattle, Tacoma. Reaching the wide-body gate, we have a Air France 777ER in a SkyTeam special livery, which has just begun boarding for a flight out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. This aircraft will depart the gate in approximately 35 minutes. Receiving catering, here's a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300 in the Colors of Motion livery, receiving catering for a flight out to LAX. Here at gate A9, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400 in the Ron Allen livery. This aircraft is deboarding its crew, and the luggage truck is going to be deboarding the luggage from a flight from Munich as it just arrived at the gate. Heavily being catered with luggage, here's a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-900neo in the Team USA special livery, heavily being catered with luggage for a flight out to Amsterdam. And over here is the gorgeous Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, receiving some luggage as well as some first crew for a flight out to Rome. Just arriving at the gate is a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300, arriving in from a flight from London Heathrow. Next up are Concourses B and C. Concourses B and C at the McNair Terminal at Detroit serve Delta, Delta Connection, Aeromexico, WestJet, and Air France as well. To start us off for Concourse B, we have an Aeromexico Boeing 777-200ER in chrome. This aircraft is receiving catering as well as its first crew for a flight out to Mexico City. Over here we have an Aeromexico Boeing 737-700 in chrome. This aircraft is receiving catering on board for a flight out to Monterrey. At the gate, receiving some fuel and luggage soon, here is a WestJet Boeing 737-800 with split skimmers and the 100th Boeing 737 Next Generation titles. This aircraft will be boarding soon for a flight out to Vancouver. Over here, just arrived at the gate from a flight from Calgary. Here's a WestJet Boeing 737-700, which is just deboarding its luggage and deboarding its crew. Just arriving at the gate, this is absolutely gorgeous Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900 in a 30 years Comair special livery. Just arriving at the gate from a flight from Columbus, Ohio. And next to the gorgeous CRJ-900, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200, which is about ready to depart its gate for a flight out to Kansas City, Missouri. Starting us off for Concourse C, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A319 receiving some luggage as well as its crew for a flight out to Houston, IAH. And heavily being catered is this Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900 prepping up for a flight out to Portland, Maine. Over here is a retired aircraft, a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-700. It's retired, but I don't have enough Delta fleet. So this Delta Airlines 737-700 will operate for an A319. It's currently getting ready for a flight out to San Antonio and will depart the gate in approximately 1 hour. Taxiing over to Concourse B, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400 arriving in from a flight from Frankfurt, Germany. At the other side of Concourse C, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 in a SkyTeam special livery. This aircraft just arrived at the gate about 10 minutes ago from a flight from LAX. Over here is another new model, a Spirit Airlines Airbus A321neo taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Going back to Concourse B, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321. This aircraft is receiving some fuel as well as some catering for a flight out to Denver, Colorado. And over here waiting for a baggage tug to deboard its luggage, here's a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. This model is made by NG Models. It's a fantastic model. But anyway, it just arrived at the gate from a flight from Tampa, Florida. Operating for a 777-200, we have an Air France Airbus A330-200 taxiing towards Concourse A from a flight from Paris. Up next is a brand new model, actually. It just arrived today for the airport update. We have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo by Panda Models. This is a fantastic model. I highly recommend that you guys pick it up. It just arrived at the gate as well from a flight from Phoenix Sky Harbor about 15 minutes ago. And almost wrapping up Concourse B at the McNair Terminal, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 heavily being catered with fuel and luggage for a flight out to Atlanta or Citrus Aviation's airports. Here we have an Air Canada Express CRJ-705 in the toothpaste livery taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Toronto. Over here receiving some luggage is a Delta Airlines or Northwest Airlines Boeing 757-200. I don't have enough Delta fleet right now, so this Northwest will be operating for the Delta 757-200 with service out to Las Vegas. And operating for a CRJ-900, we have a Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-700. This aircraft just arrived at the gate about 5 minutes ago from a flight from Sault Ste. Marie. Over here at the cargo terminal, we have a UPS Boeing 747-8F, which is prepping for a flight out to Louisville, Kentucky. And then we have a DHL Polar Boeing 747-8F with its open configuration as it is deboarding its cargo from a flight from LAX. Taxiing towards the runway, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Missouri 1 special livery, taxiing towards a flight towards Nashville, Tennessee. Taxiing towards the runway, we have a Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo in the Champ the Bronco tail. This aircraft is taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Denver, Colorado. And taxiing towards the cargo terminal, we have a UPS Boeing 767-300F arriving in from a flight from Chicago ORD. Over here, we have a FedEx Express 757-200F taxiing towards the cargo terminal from a flight from Memphis, Tennessee. Just landed and taxiing towards the Evans terminal, we have a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo arriving in from a flight from Orlando MCO. And taxiing towards the terminal, we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900, and honoring those who serve special livery, taxiing in from a flight from Seattle, Tacoma. Up next is the Evans Terminal. This terminal serves all airlines besides Delta Airlines. As we start with the United Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Continental Merge livery, this aircraft is receiving some catering as well as its crew for a flight out to Newark Liberty International Airport. Up next is Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 with fence-tip winglets. This aircraft is beginning to board for a flight out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Pulling into the gate is an American Airlines Airbus A320-200 arriving in from a flight from Chicago ORD. And at gate 4 we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the One World livery, boarding up for a flight out to Anchorage, Alaska. Here we have a Sun Country Boeing 737-800 in the Tide Pool livery. This aircraft arrived at the gate about 10 minutes ago from a flight from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here boarding up we have a gorgeous model, a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 by NG models and a Neo 1 special livery, also a new model, boarding up for a flight out to Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. And last at this terminal, we have a Lufthansa Airbus A330-300 boarding up for a flight out to Munich, Germany. So that is it for today's airport update of Detroit DTW. I hope you guys enjoyed my first airport update of this airport. Please let me know what you thought about the airport. If you'd like a subscriber route, please comment below. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. This is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off. Have a good one.